Hey guys, this is Martha Black with Martha Black Ministries and with the blog Butterflies and Daisies. And this will be our third video of our study on our grief is unique. Our grief journey is unique. And so we're just going to get started and dig on into God's Word. We're going to be first in Psalm chapter 13. I'm going to go ahead and read that whole chapter. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long will my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and hear me, O Lord my God, enlighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death, lest my enemies say I have prevailed against him, lest those who trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in your mercy. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. And so I feel as we grieve that we can completely relate with this because, we have this deep, deep sorrow in our heart from our loss, whatever that loss might be. But then we can still rejoice in our salvation because the Lord has dealt bountifully with me. That means he has, even amidst our grief and our loss, he has given us so much more than we ever could ask for and more than we could ever deserve. So again, that was Psalm chapter 13. Okay, so let's get started. Why does the grieving journey take so long? You need to rest assured that your pain will go away, but it won't go away completely. That's hard to let soak in. We're going to have pain, and we're going to heal, and we're going to move on, but not completely, because our loved one was such a big part of our life, or whatever it is that we've lost was such a big part of our life. There's still going to be that void and a little bit of pain there, but with God we can overcome. You will smile again. You will laugh again. You will come to a place where peace and pain can coexist. You can have peace and pain at the same time. You might not have realized that, but you can. Although your pain will never completely disappear, you will find a place where it doesn't hurt quite as much. And it took me a few years to get there. Just be patient with yourself and you will get there with God's help. The length and severity of your pain can depend on a couple of different factors. Whom or what did you lose? So think about that. Whom or what did you lose? What were the dynamics of your relationship with that person or with who you lost? Or with what you lost? What was the dynamics there? Because, I had a good relationship with my mom, so I might grieve differently than someone that lost a mom that didn't have a good relationship. So that's something to consider as well. Are there some things that you need to work through? What was the manner of death or the loss of what you were grieving? So say cancer could be a little bit longer of an illness than, say, if someone was in a car accident and died completely unexpectedly. So there can be a lot of dynamics there. What was his or her age, or how long did you have the thing that you lost? Those are things to consider too. But it also depends on your willingness to choose to move forward in healthy grieving. The more you suppress your feelings and ignore them, the longer it's going to be. So we just need to address those feelings and just have God help us get through those things. How much effort are you going to put into your healthy grieving? And the degree to which you allow God to comfort you or direct your life. Sometimes when you're grieving, you just want to kind of sit there and sulk in your pain. I've been there. I was there for quite a while. You're so focused on your loss, and it's very real. It's very painful. But there needs to come a point where you can be, God, help me get through this, and let's try to move forward. Although life will not be the same, God can help you find some sort of new normal. So it's good to write down ways that you're choosing to move forward, however that might be. It could be joining a group. It could be having a friend that you have those one-on-one conversations with. It could be seeing a therapist. Just any way that you can help yourself move forward. The reasons you feel lost is not only did you lose your loved one or something that was very important to you, but you lost everything that ties to that person or to that thing that you lost. So for instance, with my mom when she passed away, I'm grieving losing her, but I'm also grieving the fact that, she'll never see my son graduate high school. So there's other things that you can grieve along with the person or the thing that you lost. So it's important to identify, well, what else am I grieving besides just that initial loss? You need to try to find some sort of new normal with God's help, of course. So you need to kind of make some choices. Like, what are some things in your daily schedule that you have to stay committed to? It could be a job. It could be your family. What are some things that there's like no negotiation? You have to stay committed to those things. Have those commitments changed after your loss? Which changes have taken place in your schedule? Are there any that are hindering or complicating your grief? There could be things that are hindering your grief and your grief journey. Are there any daily rituals or family traditions the result of this loss? And sometimes people choose to keep those family traditions going if it's a loss of a family member. And sometimes people decide it's best just to keep that as a fond memory of my loved one. But with God's help, you can find a new normal. And it's going to take time, but with God's help, anything is possible. So I hope that this blessed you, and I do have some worksheets that I will be sending out on my email. And if you're not on my email list, you can go to Facebook and go to Martha Black, Christian blogger for Butterflies and Daisies, and there's an email sign up. Or if you just want to message me your email, I can get you on that list. So take care, God bless, and these videos will continue about how our grief journey is unique.